Today was supposed to be my happy day. I, Lukas, was getting engaged to Victoria, the beautiful daughter of a rich family. Everyone in the city knew I loved Victoria for many years. Some people even laughed at me. But today, I did not feel happy at all. I turned to my assistant, Sabrine, and said, "Do you think Victoria will get a phone call soon? Do you think she will run away from our engagement?" Sabrine looked at me like I was crazy. She picked up her phone, ready to call a doctor for me. But then, guess what? Victoria's phone rang. She answered it, and right in front of all the guests, she ran out of the room. "My name is Lukas. I am a young boss of a big company in a city. Today was my engagement party with Victoria. But I was not excited. Why? Because I remembered everything. You see, I lived this life before. In my first life, I loved Victoria too much. I gave her everything. But she left me for another man named Tobi. Tobi was just a normal worker in Victoria's company. But Victoria thought he was her true love. They fought many problems and won in the end. And I lost everything. But this time is different. This time, I remember. This time, I will not be the sad guy in the story." Victoria walked onto the stage. She wore a beautiful red dress. She looked amazing, but her face did not look happy. Then, her assistant ran to her with a phone. Victoria saw the name on the screen. Her face changed. She looked relieved. "See," I whispered to Sabrine. "I told you." Sabrine tried to make excuses. "Maybe it is work? Being a CEO is hard." I just smiled and pointed at Victoria. "Watch." Victoria looked left. She looked right. She covered her mouth. Her eyes got red. She looked worried. Then she looked confused. "See, Sabrine? I told you," I said again. Sabrine really started to worry about me. She began calling numbers on her phone, probably looking for a good doctor. Then Victoria made her choice. She turned and started to leave. Her parents tried to stop her. They whispered urgently. Then their voices got louder. "I have to go. Something happened to Tobi. Victoria's chautif. The engagement can wait. Tobi needs me now." Her father got angry. "How long will you act like this? All for that, Tobi. This is not a reason to leave." But Victoria did not listen. She walked toward me instead. "Lukas, I am sorry. Let us postpone the engagement. I have an urgent." "The door is that way," I said calmly. I pointed to the exit. My face said, "If you want to go, just go. Do not waste my time." Victoria stopped. She looked confused. Should not he be stopping me? Why is he so calm? But she did not have time to think. "I am sorry, Lukas. My friend had a car accident." "That way," I said again, pointing behind her. "Please leave. I want to enjoy my party." Victoria finally left the hall. And I just relaxed. Finally, some peace. Victoria's parents came to me. They looked nervous. "Lukas, please understand. Victoria is young. She has you in her heart. Please do not be angry," her father said. "Yes, son. Good things take time. Let us reschedule the engagement," her mother added. I smiled. "No need to reschedule. Just change the person." Her parents froze. Their faces turned pale. "Lukas, that is not a joke," her mother said quickly, holding my hand. My parents came over. "What is happening? Why did Victoria leave?" "Dad, perfect timing," I said. "Victoria is not getting engaged anymore. Let the guests eat. Then they can go home." Victoria's father panicked. No, it is not canceled. There was an emergency. We are discussing a new date." My father looked at him coldly. "Victoria left like that? Does your family not respect us?" "She did not just ignore us," I added. "She stomped on our face." My father turned to Victoria's father. "You owe us an explanation." Victoria's father was sweating. "Please give us 3 days. I will bring my daughter to your home and explain everything." 3 days, I said quickly. "After 3 days, if there is no explanation, the engagement is canceled. Forever." That night, I went home and slept like a baby. Best sleep ever. The next morning, Sabrine was waiting for me. She looked tired. "Good morning," I said happily. "President Lukas." "It is afternoon," she said softly. "My dad called me to his office. He gave me a thick folder. There is a big project in South City. I want you to handle it." "Ah, I remember this. In the old story, this project failed because Victoria kept asking me to change plans for her family's company. But not this time." I took the folder. "Understood." I turned to Sabrine. Sabrine, please review these documents. Then write a plan. Work with the project team. Sabrine was surprised. Me? But I am just your assistant. Of course you, I said seriously. This is a big chance. Do a good job, and you have a bright future. My dad nodded. Sabrine, you are very smart. Working with this lazy guy is a waste. Time for you to shine. I pretended to be upset. Hey, do not steal my best assistant. But inside I was happy. Sabrine deserved this. She always worked hard. She always stayed loyal. Even in my first life, when I lost everything, she never left me. A few days later, I took Sabrine for a drive in my red sports car. We were on the coastal road, enjoying the wind, when, whoosh, a motorcycle cut in front of us. I svävade fast. We barely avoided a crash. Sabrine screamed. The motorcycle stopped. The rider took off his helmet. It was Tobi, Victoria's true love. Hey, watch where you are going, he shouted at me. Can you believe it? He was the one who almost caused the accident, but he acted like the victim. I got out of the car calmly. Friend, I think you're wrong. You swerved into my lane. Tobi saw my face. Oh, Lukas. Sabrine whispered, that is Tobi, Victoria's friend. Tobi looked at my fancy car. His eyes got greedy. Hey, brother-in-law, nice car. Can I borrow it for a few days? When Victoria comes back, I will help you with her. Even though he called me brother-in-law, his voice had no respect. His friends laughed. So, this is the guy Victoria left? The rich simp. He got rejected at his own engagement. What a joke. Tobi did not stop them. He smiled like he won already. He reached for my car door. Not this time. I slapped his hand away. Hard. What was that for? Tobi shouted. Cars and women, I said coldly. Neither is for lending. Tobi got angry. Think carefully. If you make me mad, do you think you can still marry Victoria? I laughed. I really do not want to. Sabrine stepped in. Actually, the engagement is on hold because Victoria left the party without permission. Tobi pushed Sabrine aside. Stay out of this. Oh, no, you do not. I kicked Tobi. He fell on the ground. You dare hit me? He screamed. Yes, I said. And honestly, your face is so thick, I barely felt it. Tobi shouted at his friends. Get him. I would like to see who dares. I roared. My voice was so strong, everyone froze. I walked to the loudest guy and smack, slapped him. Was that you who called me a simp? Smack, smack, smack. The guy fell down, his face red and swollen. The other guys stood silently. No one dared to move. Tobi felt embarrassed. Lukas, are not you afraid Victoria will hear about this? Let me say this one more time, I said, looking at all of them. My engagement with Victoria is canceled. We are done. If I hear one more bad word about me or my team, you will regret it. I looked at Tobi. And you, go home. Ask your parents if they would dare talk to me like that. I kicked him one more time. Get out of my sight. You have 10 seconds. Tobi and his friends ran away fast. A few days later, my mom called. Lukas, Victoria is back. Her father brought her to our house. They want to apologize. I sighed. Of course. The story always finds a way. I went to the old house with Sabrine. Victoria's father was smiling nervously, apologizing to my parents. Victoria stood to the side, looking angry. When she saw me, she walked over. Lukas, what kind of attitude is that? Is this how you talk to my father? Wow. She left me at the engagement, ran away with Tobi, and now she is mad at me? Victoria, I said calmly, you left me at our engagement, in front of everyone. You chose Tobi. So yes, I am not happy. It was just an engagement. Tobi needed me, she said. Oh, and going to the Maldives for 2 weeks was also because he needed you? I asked. Victoria's face changed. What do you know about that? I know many things, I said. Just then, a man ran into the house. Tall, handsome, wearing cheap clothes but looking special. It was Tobi. Victoria, he called. Are you okay? Victoria ran to him. They held hands. They looked so sweet. My mom's face turned cold. So this is the ordinary employee you talked about? My dad stood up. Victoria's father, I think we are done here. The engagement is canceled. And all the gifts we gave your family? We want them back. Victoria's father panicked. Please wait. This is a misunderstanding. But Victoria spoke again. Lukas, do not be so narrow-minded. Tobi is a great worker. What is wrong with me caring about him? Slap. Victoria's father slapped her. Be quiet. He was so embarrassed. His daughter kept making things worse. Tobi protected Victoria. He looked at me. Lukas, do not be so happy. Just wait. In 5 years, I will make you regret this. I do not care about your 5 years, I said. I already had an engagement with Victoria. You are the third person here. What do you have to say? Tobi's face turned red. He could not answer. He just held Victoria and left. I looked at Victoria's father. Your daughter and her boyfriend left. Why are you still here? We do not serve free food. Victoria's parents left with shame. Finally, some quiet. That night, there was a big business party. Many important people would be there. My dad wanted me to go and meet a foreign company called JR Group. They wanted to invest in new energy technology. I remember this party. In the old story, Tobi stole this deal from me. He became famous overnight. But I had a different plan. At the party, I saw Victoria and Tobi. They looked happy. They saw me too, but I ignored them and sat in a quiet corner. Sabrine whispered, "Should we go closer to JR Group? They are very important." "Relax," I said. "I know what I am doing." I was looking for someone else. A man named Luis. He owned a small company called Nadix. In the old story, Nadix became huge later. But right now, Luis needed money. I found Luis standing alone, looking nervous. I walked to him. "Hello, Luis. I am Lukas from One Group." Luis was surprised. "President Lukas? What can I help you with?" "Actually, I want to help you," I said. "I heard about your new battery technology. It is amazing. One Group wants to invest." Luis could not believe it. "Really? But JR Group is here. They are so big. Why choose us?" "Because I believe in your team," I said. "And because I know your technology is better." Luis agreed. We talked in a quiet corner. Everything went smoothly. While we talked, I saw Victoria and Tobi talking to the JR Group boss. They looked very happy. Let them have their moment, I thought. Soon, they will learn the truth. A few weeks later, news spread. Lu Group signed a big deal with JR Group. Everyone said Victoria was a genius. Her company would become the best. But I was not worried. I knew something they did not. JR Group's technology was good, but Nadix's was better. And Nadix was ready to launch first. Also, I heard something interesting. Tobi and the JR Group boss, Alicia, had a secret relationship. They were more than just business partners. I hired someone to investigate. Soon I had photos. Lots of photos. I shared them online. Anonymously, of course. The internet exploded. Everyone knew Victoria and Tobi were true love. But now, people saw photos of Tobi kissing Alicia. Victoria saw the news. She was so shocked. She got sick and went to the hospital. Tobi tried to visit her, but her father stopped him at the door. Then, Nadix held their press conference. Their new battery was cheaper, stronger, and safer than JR Group's. Lu Group's product suddenly looked old and useless. Their stock price crashed. The company was in big trouble. Victoria's father fired Tobi. JR Group called Alicia back and took away her power. Tobi lost everything. Victoria lost everything. In One Group, we became stronger than ever. One day, Sabrine and I were coming back from a university event. Suddenly, a black van stopped in front of us. Men jumped out. They grabbed us and put us in the van. We woke up in an old, dark warehouse. Tobi and Victoria's brother, Mickey, were there. They looked tired and angry. "Lukas," Tobi shouted, "this is all your fault. Because of you, I lost everything." "Bro, I told you to stay away from me," I said calmly. "You made your choices." Mickey was crying. "I borrowed money from bad people to invest with Tobi. Now I owe so much. They will hurt my family." Tobi looked crazy. "We will kidnap you. Your father will pay. Then we will run away." Sabrine was scared. She stood in front of me. "Please do not hurt him. Hurt me instead." Tobi laughed bitterly. "Why do you rich people always have someone to protect you?" "I have no one." Sabrine was crying. "Lukas, I am sorry. This is my fault." "No, sabrine. This is not your fault," I said softly. "They want me. They will not hurt you." "No," Sabrine said firmly. "I stay with you. Always." Her words touched my heart. In that dark, scary place, I felt something warm. "Sabrine, I said quietly. When we get out of here, can we talk? She looked at me. Her eyes were red from crying, but beautiful. Yes, Lukas. Meanwhile, my dad was not stupid. When he got the ransom call, he pretended to agree. But he also called the police. The police found us fast. They broke into the warehouse and saved us. Toby and Mickey were arrested. They would stay in jail for a long time. Sabrine and I were safe. After we were safe, I took Sabrine to dinner to celebrate. But after dinner, she gave me a letter. It was her resignation. "I am sorry, Lukas," she said softly. "I think it is better if I go." I understood. She liked me. And I did not know how to answer. I let her go. But every day after that, I missed her. My mom scolded me. "You idiot. Sabrine is a good girl. Why did you let her go?" I knew she was right, but I was scared. In my first life, I loved the wrong person. What if I made a mistake again? Then, Victoria came to me. Her company was bankrupt. She was in big trouble. "Lukas," she said, crying. I was wrong. I loved the wrong person. Can we try again?" I looked at her, the woman I once loved more than anything, and I felt nothing. "Victoria," I said gently. "No, we cannot. I am happy now, and I think I love someone else." She cried and left, but I did not feel sad. I felt free. That night, I finally understood. I was not in love with Victoria anymore. I was in love with Sabrine, the girl who always stood by me, the girl who worked hard, the girl who cried for me in that dark warehouse. I had to find her. I drove to Sabrine's hometown, Orange City. I found her. She opened a small flower shop. It was beautiful. She saw me and was shocked. "Lukas, why are you here?" I took a deep breath. "Sabrine, listen. I need to tell you something. I lived this life before. In my first life, I loved Victoria. I lost everything. I died alone, but I got a second chance. This time, I remembered. This time, I chose differently. And this time, I see you. I'm not the same Lukas who only looked at Victoria. I am the Lukas who sees your kindness, your strength, your smile. Sabrine, I love you." She stood there, silent, tears in her eyes. Then she smiled. A beautiful, warm smile. "Lukas," she whispered, "I have loved you for a long time." We hugged, and for the first time in 2 lifetimes, I felt truly happy. Sabrine and I got married. It was a small, beautiful wedding. My parents were so happy. They loved Sabrine like their own daughter. We had 2 beautiful children. My parents loved being grandparents. Victoria's company never recovered. She learned a hard lesson about love and choices. Toby and Mickey stayed in jail. When they got out, they tried to start over. But some mistakes cannot be fixed. As for me and Sabrine, we built a happy life. Not perfect, but real and full of love. Because sometimes the best love story is not about chasing someone who runs away. It is about seeing the person who is always there and choosing them every single day.